Welcome to Countdown. This fun new game tests your trivia skills with 5 quick questions. Here's how it works. Start off by giving yourself 30 points. In just a moment, I'll give you 5 different clues leading up to an answer. Each clue ranges from 4 to 8 points. Adding up those point values 4 through 8 gives you a grand total of 30. Now, those point values also represent the number of letters in a correct answer. For instance, if I said its capital city is Des Moines, you would say Iowa. Every time you get a correct answer, you take those points off your score. The goal is to get down to 0 or as close to it as possible after the 5 questions. Now that we got the rules out of the way, let's play today's game. Good luck. The category for today's game is on the road, things associated with driving. For 4 points, give me the last name of the businessman who famously said you can have any color of his vehicle as long as it's black. That businessman's last name was Ford, Henry Ford to be exact. He made the quip in his 1922 autobiography, and it referred to his Model T. According to Ford, black was the cheapest color, and using just one color kept the assembly line moving. The company eventually added more colors in 1926. So if you got that right, you now have 26 points, and that's how Countdown works. Here comes the 5-point clue. The Midwestern rubber capital of the U.S. The Midwestern rubber capital of the U.S., Akron, Ohio. In addition to being the birthplace of LeBron James, Akron is also home to nearly a half-dozen tire manufacturers, including Firestone and Goodyear. In 1870, Dr. Benjamin Franklin Goodrich opened the first tire factory in North America. You might know it as B.F. Goodrich. Rolling into the 6-point clue, the third pedal. Did you come through in the clutch with that answer? Because if you did, take 6 points off your score. While it seems like an endangered species in the U.S., there are still close to 30 cars and trucks that offer a manual transmission. Meanwhile, some drivers have gone to great lengths to save the manual, despite more automakers opting to produce electric vehicles. Going into our last 2 clues, here comes the 7-pointer. The defunct automaker that gave us the Bonneville and Sunbird. We're showing our age with this next clue. The defunct automaker that gave us the Bonneville and Sunbird was Pontiac. Named for a Native American chief, GM, General Motors, founded the Pontiac brand in 1926. After decades of building excitement amongst drivers, Pontiac rolled its final car off the assembly line in 2008. All right, here it is, the final clue. This is for 8 points. How are you doing so far? The safety feature that became mandatory in vehicles in 1968. Buckle up, folks. The safety feature that became mandatory in 1968 was none other than the seatbelt. Consumer activist Ralph Nader's 1965 book, Unsafe at Any Speed, highlighted the need for safer cars. The book resulted in several new laws, as well as the creation of the U.S. Department of Transportation and the National Highway Traffic Safety Commission. So, how'd you do? Again, unlike most games, you actually take points off your score for a correct answer, going from 30 to 0 or as close to it as possible. We'll have more Countdown trivia coming up for you in the next few weeks. Thanks for watching.